Yo, we live. All right. Yo, we are live. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hey, it is Locker Room Talk with Jitim Young. I am your boy, Mr. Wildcat, Mr. Northwestern, Mr. Big Ten, Jitim Young, Chicago basketball legend, Mr. Hall of Fame, Jitim, West Side of Chicago legend, West Side of Chicago great. I am back. And this is Locker Room Talk. Welcome to the Locker Room. We are live. We live on StreamYard. We live on TikTok live right now. And so I'm gonna be going back and forth. Just looking at what people got to say. If people want to jump on and talk, more than happy to have everybody. You come in, share the live. Come in like the live everything. Um, just want to talk about a few things as we end at the month of July. I want to talk about NBA Summer League, the WNBA All Star Game, All Star Weekend in Chicago. I was debating somebody earlier. Is Derrick Rose automatically a Naismith Hall of Fame career that he had? So I want to get into that, and then just want to hear y'all thoughts. Close out hearing y'all thoughts on Ryan Clark situation with ESPN. I know Cam Newton got kind of caught up in that as well. But man, shout out to C Dave. What's going on? Welcome on TikTok live and everything. You guys coming in, liking the video, sharing the video. We're gonna talk a little bit, talk a little sports today. We'll start, you never know how the conversations go. Start off one way vibing, and I always say basketball is life, and a lot of things that you learn on the basketball court, a lot of things that you learn in the locker room, it makes you a better person. It makes you an all around prepared person for life. So, uh, I really enjoy NBA Summer League. I think the top five players from Summer League had to be, for me, um, Caleb Wilson, AJ DeBanza, uh, Darius Acuff, Peterson, and Cam Boozer. So those was my five guys. I was just impressed with just how they played. Mostly everybody in this rookie class that came into Summer League played well. Philadelphia 76ers, I know they just got LeBron James. Uh, that rookie played extremely well in Summer Leagues. The Brooklyn Net, Mikael Brown, I think his name, played extremely well. Tiffy K, what's going on? How you doing? We got a lot of amazing people jumping in. Uh B Wakely. I like that name, B Wakely. That's a raw name. So NBA Summer League. NBA Summer League was it was good to see the future franchise players of the NBA as we're watching, you know, veteran players leave and get ready to, retire from the game. LeBron just signed a 2-year contract in Philly, and then you watch Caleb Wilson and Darius Acuff and AJ DeBanza, who coming into their own and ready just ready to play, man, ready to ball out. So the top, yeah, that's my top four. I really, and for these young boys, freshman high school, the Watt from the Golden State Warriors, he actually played. He was I want to say he was in college 6 years, but Golden State got a gem. He was the MVP of Vegas, uh, fresh off a national championship. He was a Big Ten Player of the Year, and he looked like that Iguodala that the Warriors been missing. We'll see just once the regular season start, him finding his niche and his role with the Warriors. Joe, what's going on? Michael, what's going on? Shane, what's happening? You got locker room talk. Just want to touch on again WNBA All-Star Weekend in Chicago. A big debate and conversation that I had earlier today is Derrick Rose automatically in the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame with what Derrick Rose did in his career. And I'm a Chicago guy. Followed his career from when he was at Simeon High School to everything that D Rose has meant to the city. Derrick Rose, I feel it's a no-brainer. Youngest MVP ever. Took Memphis to the Final Four in the national championship. D Rose, man, I just think he's a unique type of basketball player, similar to the way Allen Iverson was unique. And I just think certain people feel like, man, he ain't did enough to get me. I believe I don't agree that Derrick Rose has definitely done enough to make it into the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame. I want to know what y'all think about that. We got talking just basketball and seeing everybody coming in and liking the video. Thank y'all so much for your likes and shares. Yovanis Herrera. Okay. Jazzy, what's going on? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to everybody. Rosa, happy Sunday to you. Jaquin, Varaj, Emmett, what's going on? Bam, Cindy, how you doing? Happy Sunday. Saxton. Everybody coming in, man. Welcome. Tori, what's going on? Tori. What's up with you, Tori? And then I saw the pivot, and I saw Ryan Clark's response to being fired from ESPN. I understand what he expressed in his on YouTube in that interview. I just it's tough when you're working in corporate America because you want to use your platforms, you want to do the right things, but also depending on the organization that you're working for, with the agenda and the certain, I guess, messages that they hold true or that they value is going to determine if it aligns with you and if you ultimately is going to keep your job or not. So I just, I felt I felt Ryan Clark from the strength of he was doing everything that he felt he needed to do to keep his job at ESPN, and he was trying to stay as true to himself as possible. So, Michael, what's going on? Jonathan Jackson was never. I like that. That's a cool name. Luis Grado, Damien. How y'all doing? Happy Sunday to y'all. Thank y'all for coming in, for joining. Thalen. Brooks. Happy Sunday. So yeah, I mean, when you're working for corporate companies, a lot of cultural empathy is needed. A lot of cultural empathy is needed. But if you have a supervisor or director that don't feel that that's something that they want to bring to organization or business for whatever reasons they might have. I just feel with Ryan Clark, I just feel he's gonna be all right. You know what I mean? My favorite sports team. I'm from Chicago, so all Chicago teams is my favorite sports team. So from the Bears, the Bulls, I'm a Cubs fan in Chicago. If you're a Cubs fan, we cheer for the Sox, but people favor one or the other. But Lamar Jackson is my favorite football player, so I cheer for Lamar Jackson. Steph Curry been my favorite basketball player for a long time. I like Anthony Edwards now, so I've been cheering for Golden State as well, just because Steph is my favorite player for a while. And now, like I say, now Anthony Edwards, I just look forward to watching Ant-Man play. But yeah, Chicago kid all day. And then when it comes to football, I'm going Lamar Jackson over everything. With Caleb Williams, as they say, the Iceman, he on the cover. I just hope that people have that they feel like, man, it's the Madden jinx, but LaDainian Tomlinson didn't have it. So, I'm just hoping Caleb can lead the Bears to the Super Bowl. I think the Bears have a chance in the NFC. The Rams look real good. I just think the Bears and the Rams. I think they're gonna get a chance to. I think the Bears can get a chance to get their lick back against the Rams. I think the Bears can go down. Freshman year tight end Jitim Young was tough at Gordon Tech High School. Hey, man, look. You know what's so funny about what's your favorite players on Chicago all-time team? Players as in like all sports or like in basketball? Because that's what we was talking about just now. Well, I was in a conversation, I was in a debate with somebody, and the debate was, should Derrick Rose automatically be a Naismith Hall of Famer? And it's a lot of people that feel like, I feel he do. I feel he's done enough in his career. I feel the impact that he had on the Chicago culture, being a hometown kid and handling that pressure and really staying in the city. During the time when drill music was being birthed and a lot of negativity was going on in Chicago, Derrick Rose was the beacon of light and hope in the city. And then him getting the MVP through all of that, it was tremendous. And then a guy who's demonstrated resiliency, getting hurt, going through injuries, and then get an opportunity with Minnesota, 50-point game. Went to New York, role player. Superstars don't show up. And then Derrick Rose is the best player in the playoffs, and went with a young Trae Young in Atlanta at that time. So I think everything Derrick Rose has done, everything he represents, I just feel like when you my favorite Chicago personality, I just think Derrick Rose should automatically be Hall of Fame. I think he should be automatically considered. So similar to Allen Iverson, Derrick Rose didn't have some of the personal issues that AI had, but Derrick Rose, what the youngest MVP and what he did, he should for sure get in. For Chicago football, you said Lewis, you said 5. I mean, sweetness. You got to go Walter Payton. You got to go Devin Hester. Caleb Williams as our quarterback. I'm gonna go Brian Urlacher, and Hey, it's like I don't even like defensive players. I done left out Mike Singletary. Um, Peanut Tillman is a good one for a top five. I mean, we really, man, did we ever really have a real good wide receiver in Chicago? Branch was cool. Not really one of my favorites, but he was good. You know, but yeah, most of the players I like from the Bears is defense. If you in Chicago, the best place to move, um, I would say I like Hyde Park. I like Bronzeville area. I like the West Loop. I think somebody coming into Chicago to get a feel of Chicago, I would recommend those three areas. South Loop not bad at all, but Bronzeville, another right not too far from the Obama library that just been built. Shout out to the WNBA who was here over the weekend. Wicker Park, another place. I went to events in Wicker Park for the WNBA All Star Weekend. Hyde Park and Bronzeville is definitely safe for sure. You know what I mean? And Big Matt Pulaski Road. You know what's so funny? So Matt and I, we won championships in high school. Together. I think we were 98 and 13 in 4 years in our record, and that's not even including AAU what we was doing. But I did play football. Lewis is talking about football, and I was a tight end. So I played tight end my freshman year, and so I just I just knew how to play football, but I really wanted to I really wanted to be kind of like a running back and a wide receiver. So when the coach asked you, I was trying to pretend like I knew football. So instead of saying I want to be a tailback, I said I want to be a tight end. And he looked at me and said, "You want to be a tight end?" I was like, "Yeah, I want to run the ball." He